Shalom, shalom. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world may calls God. Yahweh, meaning He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai, meaning He is salvation. He delivers. Bahashem, in the name. Rakaha Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach all the Ruba who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risk on lives through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim, listen, learn in sincerity and the truth in the silence, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom, meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shaban from the GMS Toronto camp, here in Toronto, here with another lesson. We'll get right into it. Right, in the news, some in the news articles, couple headlines, Salakia, from various news portals. Oh, we have Salakia. We have this one right here on Axios News, which came out today. It doesn't say the day here, but it came out today, December 14th, 2023. The hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass. And then we have this one here, which came out today, Salakia, yesterday, December 13th, 2023. Israel to continue Hamas war even without world support. High-intensity phase of Gaza war needs to end within weeks, Sullivan tells Netanyahu. Right? We'll start off with these two articles first. So, as we can see, American politicians are telling Benjamin Netanyahu, not a JOO, to slow down. It says here, Israel's war in Gaza needs to transition to the next lower intensity phase in a matter of weeks, not months. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan told Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and members of the War Cabinet in a meeting on Thursday, according to two U.S.-Israeli officials. Why it matters. The Biden administration has backed the Israeli response to the October 7th attack and says it supports Israel's stated goal of ousting Hamas in Gaza. But the White House is under mounting international and domestic pressure to tell Israel to end the war, right? Because the people, the international scene is they're becoming weary of this war, especially when there's headlines like this coming out. This is from today, December 14, 2023. Gaza families beg for bread, eat donkey meat as aid deliveries falter, right? And this is a siege, man. Right? And this is the art of war. It's a siege. And scenes like this is pulling on the heartstrings of people. Right? And Esau is being made bare. Isaiah 47. Also on the whole Jeremiah 49. Isaiah 47 points in 3. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Come down and sit in the dust. Dust is symbolic of confusion. America the Great, Babylon the Great is the city of confusion. O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? Virgin daughter of Babylon, right? This is not talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about America the Great, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. And why is she being referred to as a virgin daughter? She hasn't been touched on her home soil. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, right? She being brought down from her lofty status, right? To sit on the ground means you're low. Throne is symbolic of rulership. O daughter of the Chaldeans, right? The ancient Chaldees were witches and warlocks, right? America the Great, Babylon the Great is birthed on masonry, witchcraft, right? Sorcery, right? The worship of Baal, right? Androgynous gods, right? Babylonian deities, ancient Egyptian deities. This is America. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? And your prestige, your allure of bright lights, big city, that's being done away with. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, right? So the Lord's exposing you, man. Right? All your wickedness is coming to light. Right? You're trying to rewrite history books. Right? You're trying to hide your wickedness. It's all coming out daily. And it's the Lord exposing you. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Right? The whole world seeing your wickedness, man. The Edomite, the red man, the base man. Right? These banking families, these banking cartels, these ruling class elites, these banking families. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man, right? So Yahweh Shai is returning with his angelic glory, right? So to to to, to destroy this place. So that's why we see these leaders, and ultimately it's the Lord's will. War is going to pop off, but that's why we're seeing. And it's the elites that's pulling the puppet strings. All these leaders. These are just the puppets. The elites want America the Great, Babylon the Great to beef. The elites want the least of the flock to draw out America into worldwide beef. Right? It says here, Israel to continue Hamas war even without world support. Right? So Israel's saying, yo, we don't care what your ministry of we don't care what your White House National Security Advisor says. We're going to continue this effort. Right? And that's the Lord. Joel chapter 2. Jeremiah Jeremiah 49 and 20. And it reads, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Edom, you Edomites. Right? And what's the chief hub? What's the chief hub city of these Edomites? America. And his purpose is that he hath purpose against the inhabitants of Teman, right? Teman is today's Edomite wise men, who are the Germans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, right? And the least of the flock is Amalek, right? these people in the land. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Right? So they're going to do something that's going to draw America into World War III. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, right? And that's the destruction, man. Right? The land will be hit with missiles. Their land, the land where Amalek dwells right now, and Babylon the Great, America the Great will be hit with missiles. Thus saith the scriptures, right? But this beef is wearing out on people. It's eating away at people's heartstrings, man. Right? But it's the Lord's will. The Lord is gathering the armies to culminate in that great battle. Right? Isaiah 14, Slakia, Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, right? These governments, the mountains is symbolic of governments, right? The noise, they're talking, they're showboating, they're making threats, they're putting sanctions on one another. They're sending their defense minister to have meetings with the president of other countries. Like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, right? All these nations, right, are being roused up, right? Ultimately to fight the whore being America the Great, Babylon the Great. The Lord, all caps, Yahweh, of hosts being armies, mustereth the host of the battle, right? So it's the Lord's will, man. Look at his word, mustereth, is to visit. Let's get it real quick. Right, this is the Lord's will. Right, the Lord the Lord wants to visit Babylon the Great, America the Great. And how's the Lord going to visit America the Great, Babylon the Great? With missiles. Strong's H 6485, Pakad in the Hebrew. To attend, to muster, number, reckon, visit, punish, appoint, look after, care of. Right? The Lord of hosts mustereth the battle. To pay attention, to observe, to attend to seek, look about for, to seek in vain. Right? The Lord wants war to pop off. Scripture say the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. To visit upon, to punish, right? To be visited, to be appointed, to be watched over, right? So the Lord, this is the Lord's will, man. Right? Let's get the next headline. From the Hill, December 14th, 2023. News media outlets slash record 2,700 jobs in 2023, with more expected, right? And the demise of this place, man. Right? No work for Egypt. Right? And you're going to continue to see more and more joblessness. Because what is this wicked Edomite want to do? He wants to bring in a UBI. He wants people not working. Bring in a UBI. Bring in the CBDC, right, which will lead to the CHIP, Revelation 13, verse 16 on down, right? What is one of the mantras of the WEF? You'll own nothing and be happy, right? This is a controlled demolition. Isaiah 19, Isaiah 19 verse 14. The Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. The midst of where? America the Great, Babylon the Great. Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. This is talking about America, right? A perverse spirit, right? This place is wicked, right? Moles everywhere. Transformer daycare workers, and they have caused Egypt, America, to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right, and America the Great is drunken with their philosophy, their wine. They're staggering in it, man. Right, cause Egypt to err. What's this word err mean? Strong's H 85. Strong's H 8582. Ta'ah in the Hebrew, to err, wander, go astray, stagger, right? To wander about, of intoxication, of sin, ethically, wandering of the mind, right? America the Great, Babylon the Great is drunk with their own wine being philosophy. To cause to wander about physically, to cause to wander of intoxication, to cause to err, mislead mentally and morally, right? And this place is mentally and morally corrupt. In the Strong's, a primitive root to vacillate, i.e., reel or stray, literally or figuratively, also causative of both. Cause to go astray, deceive, dissemble, cause to make to err, pant, seduce. Right, and this place is seduced with wickedness, man. Right, right. Those with young children, having drag racers read your 4-year-old and your 5-year-old books at circle time with the kids in school, reading them perverse books, man. Isaiah 19 verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, Egypt being America, right? Employment's about to cease out here, man. Which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, right? All levels, supervisors, grunt workers, retail, grassroots, moms and pops, all of that, right? And this is talking about news media outlets, man. The most jobs since 2020 have been done away with. Right, and what is the WEF in the midst of right now? The fourth industrial revolution. A number of major media companies have announced efforts to trim staff and cut costs in the face of a tough advertising market and general news fatigue by consumers. Right, major newspapers, man. It's the last one right here from the Hill. Congress approves bill barring any president from unilaterally withdrawing from NATO. Congress has approved legislation that would prevent any president from withdrawing the U.S. from NATO without approval from the Senate or an act of Congress. Right? You see that? These people are getting ready for war, man. They're putting it in writing. They're putting it into their legislation that a president can't by himself decide whether or not he wants to remain in NATO or withdraw from NATO. Right? Without approval from the Senate or act of Congress. Right? Listen. Let's close. Right? These people, They're getting ready for war, man. Revelation 17, verse 15. Revelation 17, verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, right? This is going into World War III, when all the nations are going to turn and try to fight Yahushua and the holy angels, right? When Yahushua and the angels return, right? They're coming with the hosts of heaven, hosts being armies out of the sky. And all the nations that are involved in World War III at the time, they're going to turn and try and fight Yahushua and the angels. And the Lamb, which is Yahushua, shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called, chosen, Salakia, are called and chosen and faithful, right? And who's going to be with Yahushua? The elect, Lord willing, were of that number. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth, right? The whore being America, are peoples, right? The waters are peoples, all nations, all kindreds. Let's read. And multitudes and nations and tongues, right? The great melting pot. America. Verse 16, here's the point. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? NATO, the EU, right? We just read. They're putting they're putting in their legislation that a president cannot withdraw from NATO without approval from the Senate and Congress, right? And the 10 horns, Revelation 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, right? So NATO and the EU, something's going to pop off where NATO and the EU is going to hate the whore being America, and shall make her desolate and naked, right? And how is this going to happen? The missiles. And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's the missiles. For power hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? Because all that's going on is the will of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And to agree, right? So the Lord put the spirit on these NATO and EU nations to agree with the whore being America, and give their kingdom unto the beast, right? So everything's all cool within NATO, the EU, America the Great, until the words of power shall be fulfilled, right? Until the Lord gives a green light, puts a spirit on these other nations to make her desolate and burn her with fire. And the woman which thou sawest, Salakia, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city. That great city is America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, right? So ultimately, listen. Babylon the Great is through, man. Right? She's finished. Right? So with that, I pray you're edified. Stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.